Hey, before y'all watch this whole video, I forgot to acknowledge the fact that me and my top number one, Michael, got the same shirt. Yeah, the guy is cool. And I want him to win this game because he is a righteous player. And I swear that if I ever were to be on Big Brother, that's exactly what I would be, a righteous player. Anyways, enjoy the video. What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Wesley from adoptthatconnection TV here on YouTube, the one place on the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences, and welcome to my channel. I am here to talk to you guys about episode 14 of Big Brother. I just watched it. I saw episode 13, and it was a good episode. Hold on one second. Let me fix this camera. But I didn't review that episode because I had a lot going on. It's just a lot going on. Anyways, and I watch all the live feeds, and it's just like, do I do a review every episode? No, I don't. I can't. Tomorrow's my birthday. Well, tomorrow at 12 o'clock is my birthday. So if y'all seeing this, y'all probably seen it on Thursday, and my birthday is Thursday, August 11th. So it would be nice if you guys hit me up with that happy birthday West kind of message. You know, everybody does that on people's birthdays. What would be even nicer is if you give me a little coinage and, drop a little $5, $10 in my Cash App at eventsbywes. Or if you wanted to buy something on my Amazon wish list that would help support the company, watch ACTV, which is something that I'm still working very, very, very hard on. Shout out to Darius. Darius is a buddy, a guy that I know out here. We have a mutual connection with another person, and unbeknownst to me, he's actually freaking subscribed to the network. And yeah, he watches the shows and he's into it. And we were talking yesterday or last night, and he was like, I really like the Mr. and I like the Mona Simone character, and he was excited that we're working on Mr. season 3. So that's dope to hear someone that doesn't owe you anything genuinely like the work that you've been producing. So thank you. Shout out to Darius, and shout out to everyone that's still subscribed and that comes on to subscribe and that sticks around. Thank you. Anyway, let me go over my notes and let's break this down. There's so much happening. It's so a lot. I don't know how long this video is going to be. But anyways, episode 13, the biggest thing about that was Monty versus Daniel. Daniel, lost his best friend in the house, and, he's feeling some sort of way about that. And he takes it out on Monty. Practically, actually the whole house. But basically Monty, he feels like Monty is the ringleader. And he feels like Monty lied to him to his face. And in all honesty and in all actuality, I don't understand why in this moment. Well, maybe because he's highly emotional and he just couldn't remember. But Monty told him to keep the nominations the same. Monty told him to do that. And he actually told him that, Nicole wouldn't be safe if you, put her up, which was the truth. And, what do they call that? They call that something. Oh, Jesus. Why am I getting a brain fart right now? Reverse psychology. Yes, indeed. He definitely reversed it on his ass. And Daniel ends up using it to Veto to put his bestie up, and she gets sent home. Oh my God. It's great TV. Great freaking TV. But they have this argument, and it felt like, I'm not even gonna say it, but I know what I feel it. But Monty was basically like, what do I do? Do I go balls to the wall on this dude, or do I save face and just let him get his nut off? And that's exactly what he did. And I respect Monty for how he handled the situation with Daniel. Monty has become a likable person, although he started off really horrible with how he's treated Taylor. But Monty is playing the game. Monty is a threat. Monty is a good player. He's strategizing and he's winning competitions. Like, I mean, there's nothing you can say about it. It's just, I just wish Taylor one day will win something and strategize and have a game plan towards something and execute it. I don't know what her problem is. She could have won HOH, but she fell off the freaking beam. How are you like a master runway walk person and you fall off the beam? Adrenaline, I guess. Taylor would be considered a non-player in this game. Taylor could be considered a layup in this game. Taylor could be considered a winner by chance in this game. She has not won anything in the first month and a week of this, and it's annoying. And she's just being babied into, carried. What was the girl that won that I don't like? Casey. She's being Casey'd into the winning position because Casey was just walked to the end and she ended up winning and when it counted. But it's like, I don't know. I just feel bad for Taylor because I'm like, girl, you got the whole world wanting to make you America's favorite house guest and you can't even win one competition. I'm just hoping she wins something soon. If she doesn't win the next HOH, anyways, Monty and Joseph are put on the block, and Jasmine is happy, saying that she is not going to vote out Joseph and Terrence. I left Terrence off that when I said Monty and Joseph because Terrence is not a part of their Festy Bestie. And it's nice to know that this week Festy Bestie is over. So we're going to see things shift and change. Maybe not so much with the Leftovers Alliance, but things will shift and change with how they put people up and how they decide to do that now. I think it's going to be really, really interesting because I'm over this Festy Bestie thing. Let's see how long this alliance sticks together. And, you know, Jasmine's like, oh, we got to get Monty out. I'm not going to vote out Joseph. I'm not going to vote out Terrence. It's very interesting that they think that Joseph is not a part of the alliance. They also think that Michael is still not a part of the alliance. What's going on here? Also, which is horrible, is that Taylor really is invested in Terrence, thinking that Terrence is a G, but Terrence spares no expense and wastes no time talking about Taylor over and over and over again. Terrence has called Taylor a whore. Terrence has called Taylor a B. Like, he's called her so many things, and it's ridiculous. And Terrence and Daniel had a conversation with each other saying that they don't understand how she became Miss Michigan or Miss USA or whatever, and that she's not that attractive. And maybe Michigan was a restaurant, population 0. Like, wow, they stay talking about Taylor. And Taylor has not done anything to anybody. She's not winning any competitions. She's just existing, eating Lay's potato chips, and they still find it necessary to talk about her. I don't know. Terrence wants to work with Daniel because they have a lot in common. They work in entertainment. Daniel tells Terrence, let's get rid of them now. Terrence says that what he has to do is throw the comp, and says that it would be very easy because he hasn't won anything. I'm thinking the same thing. You throwing a comp is like you walking. Like, you don't win anything either. You're another Taylor, a person that you keep talking about hating. You know, up until the OTEV competition, mind you, right? Okay, the Muffin Gate. I wasn't here for this. I have been reading about it in the updates, and I was like, okay, this is a wash. I love Turner and his response to Jasmine. Turner wants Jasmine out of the house like yesterday, as do I. Jasmine is a piece of work. She is completely fake, and it's just ridiculous how her accent, like, I don't know if the producers tell her to keep doing that accent when she does her interviews, but I'm like, girl, what is going on? I just don't understand her existence. Terrence tells Jasmine that Turner ate the muffin like Terrence would. Turner is hilarious. I like, again, like I said, his interactions with Jasmine, and he mocks her and everything. Like, when Kyle bumped into Jasmine's foot and she's like panicking, thinking that she's making it seem like she's in pain. Turner's reaction to the camera was giving Davon all day when he was rolling his eyes and mocking her. Oh my God. When he said that a fly could have landed on her and she would have acted like her Mount Kilimanjaro landed on her foot or some crap. Anyways, the final 3 talk about taking out Monty. Okay, of course. Why wouldn't this wouldn't be a Big Brother house if they didn't weigh their options, right? Michael, Brittany, and Taylor have an apparent final 3, and they talk about taking out Monty or discuss it, right? Taylor, had her run-in with Monty. Monty was the cause of the beginning of her, tumultuous, extreme treatment in the house. And so, yeah, why wouldn't she want to get him out? I would. Let's see. The showman's option. Okay, so Joseph is fine as hell. Baby, when his whole outfit was wet up in that OTEV competition and all you saw was booty for days, he is fine as hell. And so is, what's the boy name? Monty. Woof, right? I could easily see Taylor with any one of them, but clearly through the videos and the live feeds, Taylor and Joseph have more of a connection than Monty and Taylor. And I love that for the both of them. They look great, but Taylor's not having no parts of it. Of course, she's crushing on Joseph. She's been in this house forever. Joseph's fine as hell. They connect on a personal level. So why not Joseph, of all people? Like, you know what I'm saying? And he's manning up, like defending her and stuff and her honor and shit. Like, all of that's great, you know? Why not? I mean, the man is fine as hell. And she's beautiful too. You know, they would make beautiful babies. I'm just putting that out into the atmosphere. But, you know, CBS goes through this whole edit of us making us believe that Taylor is fawning over Joseph, when in all actuality, she's fawning over her Lay's potato chips. It's not one scene. Well, there are some scenes where we don't see her with Lay's. But she's going to get a sponsorship from Lay's after this. Like, she really is. Go Taylor for that, because she's going to get paid. Okay, Daniel and Terrence want Michael to win the veto. Terrence wants to throw the comp. Turner does not like Jasmine. He calls her a roach. Or at least that's how I took it when they were going into the OTEV thing, because OTEV this season is a roach. And they're all dressed as roaches going through trash. And Turner basically, how I took it, called Jasmine a roach. And was like, you know, this is her thing. She goes through trash. She's trash. I didn't have any problems with it because I feel the same way. The singer for OTEV was really amazing. I liked the music. I thought it was super dope. Jasmine is using her foot in winning, which I'm shocked. What's happening here? All of a sudden, there's no cane. She's walking around. She's playing this competition. She's a fakester. Britt is the first one out. Shocker. No, I'm not shocked. Terrence was doing so well. Jasmine gets eliminated, and then she gets her cane to walk again. Completely buffoonery. I made a note about the cakes on this thing. Oh my God, it was, Anyways, Terrence beats Joseph. What in the world? Terrence beats Monty. What in the world? Terrence throws the comp to Michael. Honestly, I don't think he threw it to Michael. I think that was the lead-in to the edit to be the storyline. But Michael finally did something. In all of the OTEV competitions that I've watched, I could be wrong. Y'all can correct me in the comments. But I never recall someone stockpiling all of the various answers to one side of the competition so that they can easily just go back to it whenever they knew the answer. Michael did that this particular competition, and it was so smart. I've always been screaming at the thing, throw the answers to the side. What are you doing? Like, throw the answers to the, you know? And they never do it. But Michael finally did it, and I thought that was so smart. Michael ends up winning, but as he's, like, right before the final round, you know, Terrence is like, oh, I need you to win this. I want to talk to you later. I need you to win this. I'm like, okay, whatever. But Terrence did well, and I'm shocked. Like, wow. Wow. Like, he literally could have won it, and that would have boosted. Like, he's just on the wrong, Terrence needs to go. The way that he talks about people is ridiculous. His fakery is ridiculous. The fact that he wants Monty out and he's on his festy bestie and they're dabbing and like he's acting like I don't like Terrence, but he actually did well in this competition. I was shocked. Michael goes to his pile and, okay, I talked about it. He goes to his pile and he wins. Everyone wants to talk to Michael to get out Michael says that it's obvious that the side of the house wants Monty gone, and he's like, it's so obvious, y'all are working together. Terrence talks to the camera thinking that he's the man. Michael tells Monty that everyone wants him out, and they laugh at them. The fact that every last one of them literally went up there like it was just a whatever, we're all one after the other, is just hilarious to me. Like, Michael wasn't gonna catch on. Like, it doesn't really matter if he catches on, it's just we all need to tell him what he should do. Really? Michael's like, no, that's not how my HOH is gonna go. I'm gonna do what I wanna do. Monty dabbing Terrence because they got off the block was hilarious because Monty knows what Terrence is up to. Michael told Monty what Terrence is up to. Monty told the whole leftovers what the side of the house was up to. And the game plan is still to get Daniel off. And you know what's crazier? They have 2 more votes to allow that to happen. Because they've taken themselves up. Michael has taken them 2 votes off the block. So Daniel's going home regardless. Like, what? And I just think it's really, really funny that Terrence has found himself aligned with someone like Daniel. Like, what the hell? Ridiculous. I wonder what his wife is thinking. I also want to point out that CBS neglected to show Michael's HOH reign when he went into the house. And, you know, every HOH has had, hey guys, you want to see my HOH house? Or HOH room, except for Michael. And that's unbelievable. So they tweeted out his photos and stuff on Twitter. Like, that's piss poor. I wish they wouldn't have done that. That's so piss poor. And, you know, Michael's husband or boyfriend or fiance, whatever he is to Michael, noted that and spoke about that on Twitter. I thought that that was, you know, horrible that CBS didn't do that. What has happened? This Michael's rant to the camera when he goes off about everybody and how fake they are and how what he stands for is going to be pure at heart. And yes, he's playing the game and he's lying to the right people to get himself ahead, but he's not being mean, nasty, and like bullying and ostracizing people. And when I tell you, that is my message. That is my overall message. Every season I say the same shit. You do not have to be mean-spirited and disheartening to get to the end. And Michael is doing a bang-up job. What do? You beast at competitions and you be good to people and you align yourself with the right folks and you can make it far. And that's what Michael is doing. Period. What are we talking about here? His rant going off, talking about how he wants Jasmine completely out the house, how she's so fake, and how he names them. He wants Daniel out, then Terrence out, then Jasmine out, then Indy, then Alyssa, then Kyle, then Joseph, then Monty, then Turner, then Taylor, then Brittany, then him. Obviously, he wants to win the competition, but he only wants good people to make it to the end. And wow, if that's not a message, wow, and you know, he's been my number one for a while, and people hate it when humans make the obvious connection to people when they can relate to people. And I love being able to relate to the protagonist. And the protagonist in this particular moment is Michael. And the way that I can relate to him is the fact that we're both men and we're both gay. That is amazing. I've never seen a profound gay person win. Has a gay person ever won? Oh, Casey. Child, she don't count. She does not. Casey was walked to the end. But anyway, has a gay man ever won Big Brother? I don't think that's ever been the case. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think that's ever been the case. So I'm like geeking over the fact that he could potentially win this thing. Like, he's super, super good. And his message is super, super profound. And when he had the opportunity to give his veto speech and just basically, you know, the speech that Taylor should have gotten if she would have won, but she hasn't won any goddamn thing. But the fact that he did that for Taylor and just for people in general, and Daniel already knew what it was. Taylor was laughing. Joseph acting like he's not, like, oh my God, shocked, and Turner laughing. Like this season has turned around to become one of the best seasons ever because righteous wins over villainy, and at least for right now. And it seems like everyone that has needed to be eliminated from the house has been eliminated from the house. We need to get rid of Terrence and Jasmine next, especially Jasmine. But we need to get rid of Terrence and Jasmine next. Like, they're the worst. Anyways, leave your comments below. Let me know what you thought about my review. Sorry that I haven't been able to do reviews like right, back. It's just a lot going on. But anyways, I would love it if you guys said happy birthday. I would love it if you guys subscribe to watchactv.com. I would love it if you support the wish list, the Amazon wish list in the description box. And I would also love it if you donated to the Cash app, eventsbywes. Thank you so much. It is very, very hard to run this company. And I do 95% of the work, 90% of the work by myself. So it's really, really difficult. I write everything, I edit everything, I direct everything, I schedule everything, I cast everything now. I do everything. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I do have some great guys a part of the team right now. They help me when they are available and able to. Shout out to Patrick and Rico. But it's a lot of hard work. Anyways, hopefully to the subscribers that are out there, subscribe to Watch ACTV. Thank you. I really, 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 really appreciate you. You are allowing me to do my passion and create art. Thank you. And more to come, right? More to come. Deuces.
pussy.